Hey everyone, it's Jenna Melanson from Canadian Beats Media. I'm here with Victoria, BC based indie folk musician Claire Coupland for a new segment of Zoomies. Welcome, Claire.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. So, care to give us a brief introduction to yourself?
Yeah, I'm a folk singer-songwriter based in Victoria, as you said, and I'm from the West Coast. I started all of my music endeavors in Toronto and I was there for 10 years, but during the pandemic, I moved back. And so I'm back on the West Coast and I've been touring since 2017 and yeah, contemporary folk singer-songwriter.
Awesome. So, you've unveiled your new album, New Light. What can you tell us about the writing process?
The writing process was very much allowed by the pandemic lockdown. I had lots of time to reflect and sit with things, as I'm sure a lot of people did. And I had a few songs that were sort of ideas and they were half written, some little sprouts of ideas as well, and then some songs that were fully written from start to finish during that time. So it was mostly me in my room sitting with myself and my reflections on life, and then I made demos and sent them out to my future producer who did the record.
Awesome. And it's a great album.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. That was a really nice review. Thank you for that.
Oh, I love almost every song, so it was hard.
Oh, yay.
Um, if you had to choose only one song for a new listener to hear from the album, which one would you choose?
Oh, one song. I would say Thousand Miles from a Dream or New Light. But that's yeah, first one.
You worked with Sam Weber on the album. How was that experience?
It was fantastic. He was really approachable. I didn't know him. I hadn't met him until I emailed him. And I found out that he's actually from North Saanich. He's from the island. I knew he was Canadian, but I had seen maybe Ontario or Hamilton or something. And it turns out he's from like half an hour away from me on Vancouver Island, which was such a nice thing to find out. But it was fantastic. He was really supportive, kind, and just sort of let the songs and the recording come out naturally, and it just sort of let things happen in an organic way. And he's just as nice as you would imagine in person. And he's become a friend of mine, which is nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Describe your sound in 5 words.
I prepared for this one. I would say dark, tender, reflective, fresh, and mysterious.
Yeah, I agree. So the next 5 questions are just for fun. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, great question. I would say that Alanis song, the angry one, the You Oughta Know. That's
Okay.
well,
Since it's winter, what's your favorite winter activity?
mm, well, it gets dark pretty early, so I don't mind just staying in. That can get boring, but winter activity, doing some hot yoga lately, which is a little intense. It's nice to get to an evening class of that sense and
Hmm.
warm up a little bit, and then you kind of have that warmth all evening. So I guess I'll go with that.
Okay. If you had the opportunity to tour with one Canadian artist and one non-Canadian artist, who would you choose?
Oh, a Canadian and a non-Canadian. Well, the non-Canadian I would tour with Dawes, obviously. And the other one, probably Half Moon Run. Do you know Half Moon Run?
Okay, yep,
Yeah, they're
definitely.
one of my favorites.
What's your favorite way to stay connected with fans?
Favorite way to stay connected with fans is probably my mailing list. I feel like there's a lot of sort of connection there, and there's a different sort of relationship there. You're kind of closer and you're feeding people sort of behind the scenes things, and you get emails back, which is nice. So it's a little
Mhm.
bit more of a personal connection there, and I love that. I look forward to hearing back when I send an email out. So,
Mm.
and of course in person, that's nothing really beats that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Was the first concert you attended?
First concert I attended. Now I'm blanking on this too. You know what? I the first one of the first concerts I remember going to was at a little folk festival on the island somewhere. I was a kid, and I remember seeing Blind Boys of Alabama,
Okay.
and it was incredible. It blew my mind. It wasn't, it's not a particular style of music that I follow now,
Okay,
but
yeah.
yeah, it really stuck with me. Yeah, quite
Awesome.
incredible. Yeah.
Okay, so now you have the chance to promote yourself, your new music, upcoming shows, anything you want, and you don't have to Zoom. Go for it.
Okay. Well, I brought this out. This is my brand new album here. It's called New Light.
Mhm.
And I recorded it down in LA with Sam Weber and some awesome musicians. It's up for sale now. It's on all the streaming sites. And I am doing a March tour around Vancouver Island and BC. And then in April, I'm going on tour. This is sort of new age information, or like new information. I'm going on tour with an artist called Sarah Hiltz in Ontario and Quebec for April, for the last part of April. And then I'll be doing some touring in the UK in June, and we'll see what else unravels. So it's going to be a busy spring. And for details on that, you can visit clairecoupland.com. That has sort of all of my updated news and tours, and links to music and videos. There's some new videos that are coming out soon too. So clairecoupland.com.
Awesome. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining me for Zoomies.
Thanks for having me.